What's up guys, it's Eduardo, and today's video is day 5 of my training week, where on day 1 we did an upper body strength day, day 2 we did a lower body mobility day, day 3 we did an upper body mobility day, day 4 we did a lower body strength day. And so what would day 5 be? Well, naturally, if we're following the order, it would be upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. So today is sort of a flexible upper body day, and I call it a fun day because I do skills that I genuinely enjoy and don't do very often because they might not be my primary goal. For example, today I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna figure it out as I'm talking, because there are a lot of skills that I'd like to maintain, but I don't do them often enough because they might not have the best carryover. And to me, carryover is very important because I want my workouts to be time efficient. And so in my opinion, the most bang for your buck exercises in regards to weight or body weight training are handstand push-ups, one-arm chin-ups, front levers, and planches. Now, the variations of that are thrown in there as well. For example, front lever pulls, front lever rows, etc. And for my lower body days, I think they thrive on variety. So I just do a lot of other stuff with that. Pistol squats, back squats, front squats, ATG split squats. I throw it all in there because it's fun for me and it's not a primary goal. This day, however, sometimes I'll do one-arm chin-ups, sometimes I'll do freestanding handstands on rings. Sometimes I'll do ring skills like back kips and front kips. Sometimes I'll do weighted exercises like bench press, Turkish get-ups. So there are a lot of things out there that I like to do. I have this set up for pretty much everything. And if I'm inside, I know I'm not gonna do crazy ring skills, so I would have done that outside. But since I'm inside, it's just more convenient for me to work out in here right now. I'm gonna do probably something weighted or body weight that doesn't require equipment. So for example, a one-arm push-up, I might throw that in there today. The only structure that I have to today is I try to tackle something for each category in my strength days. So for example, on day 1, I did an upper body push, upper body pull, lower body push, lower body pull. Oh my God, I totally messed that up. I'm just speaking nonsense. In my upper body days, I have a vertical push, vertical pull, horizontal push, horizontal pull, okay? The lower body push, lower body pull is squatting and hip hinging, which I put in my lower body workout. I have no idea why I said that, total brain fart. So again, let me clarify. Today and in my strength day, I like to try and tackle an exercise or two for vertical pushing, vertical pulling, horizontal pushing, and horizontal pulling. So I think today I'm gonna do one-arm push-ups and Turkish get-ups, but I'll do it bottoms up because I haven't done that in a while, and the weight is pretty light so that I won't be sore for my next upper body day. Now, if I notice fatigue setting in, and I'm actually a little tired right now from that lower body workout, my glutes are so sore. So I'm gonna take it easy. It's not gonna be the hardest thing in the world. And to do Turkish get-ups, I need to set all of this up. So this is actually a cool time. I could fast forward this, but I'm actually gonna leave it in real time so I can show you guys how I fold this up. So basically, this squat rack is held together by pins and handles. So if you have a setup like mine and you don't really want to take up too much space with your squat rack, this is a great option. This is the reason why I got it. So it folds up so I can do other exercises with it. And so the pull-up bar will just come right off. And it makes it very convenient to be able to do multiple things instead of having more mats and take up more space, and then we can't bring the car inside. Because this is the garage, if you didn't know or couldn't tell. And then the pins just come right off. And it's takes a couple minutes. And then you push this in or pull this in. I bought this from Rogue. I think they have very nice quality products. I'm a big fan, and really only buy from Rogue because they're expensive for things like this. I really want to make sure they're high quality and safe. I actually built my own squat rack before, but because I want it to last long enough so that when my kid grows up, he's 12 right now, so when he goes into high school, he'll be able to lift with this guy, and I'll feel a lot safer knowing he's doing something made by engineers rather than made by myself. So what I'm going to do for this warm-up is just start really light. And I have some chalk here, and actually I have grippers too, because I'm going to do them bottoms up to make it just a little bit more challenging. I'm just going to warm up my grip real quick, just 5 to 10 reps. And let's get to it. So let's start with get-ups, warm my shoulder up a little bit. And you can think of this as a maintenance day, you can think of it as a skill day. I like to call it a fun day because I'm not really aiming to work out. I'm just greasing the groove to exercises that I don't do on a regular basis. Now I'm trying my mic out a little differently, so I hope it's still pretty decent quality. For the past couple days I've been attaching a lavalier to it, but since this was going to be a fun day, I knew I would do something strange, and so I didn't want the lavalier to move and stuff like that, so I just clipped on this wireless one. Oh man, that is tough. My glutes are tired. Oh. So bottoms up Turkish get-ups are great for a number of reasons. But for me right now, the reason I wanted to do Turkish get-ups was because I've been posting Turkish get-ups on social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And it's a favorite. The push of the it's a big step. So I like doing them. Another reason why I like doing them. Oh man, my butt. Is you start laying down and your arm is like this, right? Then as you do the steps, your arm moves like this. So you're building strength, stability, and hypertrophy by doing this. And it's so good for the mobility of your shoulder. Now, in case you didn't notice that, I'm going to lower the thing a little bit because I don't like to edit these. The less editing, the better. All right. Now, that was super light for me, so I'm going to just straight up move on, get nice and warm. So typically, the Turkish get-up is done with the weight resting here, and you have to have a very firm grip so that the weight doesn't pull you back. However, now that it's upside down, the weight's going in every single direction, so you need to hold it even tighter, and makes the exercises more intense in regards to grip and stability. But because it makes it that much harder, you have to go lighter, which is great for me because the goal isn't to get sore, because I'm going to do an upper body workout in a couple days. So it's important for me to not get sore here. This isn't a workout, I'm just trying to maintain skills. And you do that by training your nervous system. Starting light also gives me a good indication of where I'm at today, because if I started heavy at what I'm used to, for example, well, my body just doesn't want to do it today, I'm gonna hurt myself. So, especially if I don't do these often. I actually don't do get-ups often at all. I do them very, very sparingly. But these bottoms up is a great way to work on your grip too, in a not so boring way. For example, hanging on a fingerboard is a great way to build your grip, but it's boring as hell. If you've ever done hangboard workouts, they're not fun. All right, so a little fast and loose. Fast and loose, when you shake things out, trying to move your blood around so it doesn't just pull into one spot, right? I'm not trying to get crazy sore. I might only do one or two more of these. Now, I like using chalk for this because if it slips, my face is going bye-bye. And I think my wife would leave me if my face was all torn apart. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a very lucky man. My wife loves me for whatever reason. She's not my wife. I get into this habit of calling her my wife. She's my fiance. We're not married yet. Just a little blood, a little warmth. Not working out. Now, as you get heavier, it gets harder doing bottoms up Turkish get-ups from the ground. So I start off from the top and do a little press or a snatch. This is 16 kilos. If you haven't been trained with the Turkish get-up or you haven't practiced them, start off super, super light with a normal grip or no weight at all. And just get the movement down because it's sketchy, but it's so beneficial. Strength, stability, hypertrophy, muscle coordination and recruitment, leg drive, core strength. I mean, you name it, it's my favorite upper body weightlifting exercise. And it's not new. People have been doing it for hundreds of years. I can still talk. Probably the reason I'm breathing the way I am is just practice for heavy weight. Because the heavier it goes, the more tension you need. And it's just good to practice during your warm-up sets. Because I'm not going to be talking in this next one. Or maybe I am. I haven't done them in a while, so I don't know what actually I can handle. But actually my body feels really good. Grip is hanging in there. To give you guys an idea, I could do a Turkish get-up with a normal grip with 48 kilos. The heaviest I have is 24 kilos, so that's half of what I'm actually capable of. However, bottoms up makes it extremely difficult, so the heaviest I've done bottoms up is a 24 kilo. And it doesn't feel terrible, at least when I did it before. But it is tricky, so I don't know if I actually want to do it today or not. I'm just basing it off of, how I feel. And this is all straight sets. I might want to do a movement, like a pulling movement next to it, but when I do Turkish get-ups, I just like to do one side then the other side, rest, one side the other side, and rest. And the reason for that is there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of concentration going on, and when it comes to something dangerous like this, if I mess this up, this is landing on me or on my mats close to me. So I want to just be with the get-up right now, and I don't want to be thinking about something else because then I have my mind everywhere. And this is the difference between practicing and killing yourself, right? We don't want to work out and kill our body. At least I don't. That's not the goal for me right now. I'm just getting some blood flow in. Feeling good. So I think I'm gonna stick to the last one. I can feel my body getting nice and warm. And I don't want to mess up on camera. So I'm going to do this one and then call it a day for my get-ups. But another vertical pushing exercise could be a press handstand. It could be some variation of a planche press. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything, and that's what I like. It can be whatever I want for whatever I'm feeling that day. It could be a barbell military press. I just want to go really that heavy. Hollow back press variation, right? I could do negatives or something like that. So typically, it gives me a lot more confidence if I can press it easily, because the press is much harder than the actual get up itself if you have the technique down. The reason the get up is a lot harder because there's a lot more movement versus right? It's like Greg Cook, physical therapist, popular physical therapist, he calls it loaded yoga, meaning like it's like doing yoga but with weight. Whereas the military press is a very brute force, push something overhead. While there's a lot of technique there, it's not the most technical exercise. I'm looking at a spider because there's a spider over my head. I don't want it falling on me. But I'm going to assume it wants to live just as much as I do. Okay, so a little bit harder on my left side, so I'm good there. I'm confident with my right side I could do 24 kilos, but with my left, I'm not gonna chance it. That was a good greasing the groove style. In regards to pulling, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This wasn't that thought out because now I folded in my squat rack. I might just take you guys outside and maybe do a human flag or something. But that means editing. So now that my shoulders are warmed up, and this is why I want to do get-ups before one-arm push-ups, is one-arm push-ups, you know, if you don't do it right, you can aggravate your shoulder. So that was a nice warm-up into that one-arm push-up too. It's single arm and puts my shoulder in a more safe and stable position, kind of primed up, like preheating an oven or something. All right, let's see if I can still do this. That's it. All done with my pushing stuff. You know, I wish this was live, so maybe you guys can give me some ideas on what I could do for pulling. Some kind of tutorial maybe, if you guys wanted to learn how to work up to something. I honestly don't know what to do. And there aren't a lot of skills or exercises for pulling that are easy. You know, you have to do kind of like tricks. And there aren't really too many of them. You know, if I do a one-arm chin-up right now, I'm most likely going to get sore from it. If I do front levers, I'm most likely going to get sore from it. The other option is to do like a front lever with a band. Whew. Whew, that was tough. But the goal is to be fully recovered by Monday. If I'm not, that means I went too heavy on my fun day. You know what? I think I'm going to do just a static hold the front levers and call it a day, because I don't want to be sore for Monday. Or what else? You know what? Maybe an ice cream maker. Maybe a quick set of 5 ice cream makers just for fun. Ice cream makers are looked down on for some reason, but they're fun, and they give you a quick few seconds, because I like to hold it, of a front lever progression that you're working towards. You know, if you have trouble memorizing the position, or you need to like neurally understand how to connect your body during the front lever, I think ice cream makers are a very good secondary exercise to work on to help you bridge the gap. Because if you're doing, for example, tuck front lever rows, then you're not necessarily learning how to extend your body. Whereas if you do an ice cream maker, it's significantly easier, so you can touch on a harder progression for 2 to 3 seconds, and it can help you get understanding. Oh, I need to squeeze my butt, I need to lock my knees out, I need to point my toes, I need to, squeeze my abs, pull my shoulders down. Whatever you have trouble with, it can help you out. That's it. Nothing too crazy. I am done. So let's say I didn't have time to do this workout, and that's fine. Kind of like what I talked about yesterday. This is an optional day because it's fun. It's not really meant to get me stronger or see the most gains. I'm choosing these exercises because I want to maintain them. And I want to be able to, just get some blood flow and some consistency in. Because it's very, very easy to not be consistent. And so when you have things like a mold issue in your basement, it's very tempting not to work out. I didn't work out on Thursday. Typically, I want to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and take 2 days off before my heavy upper body day. But nothing I did today was too difficult. I'm going to assume I worked somewhere between 50 to 70% from my lifts. And we'll see. If I need to take an extra day off, I will. And so let's say, for example, Monday, I'm just a little too tired to actually do a one-arm chin-up, then I'll wait till Tuesday. If Tuesday's bad, I'll wait till Wednesday. And this is where optional days are very nice to have, because I could do a Wednesday workout, then I could do a lower body mobility, and then I could do the upper body mobility, and then I could totally skip my lower body strength day, or I could skip one of the mobility days. really, my biggest focus is my upper body strength routine. And if you guys understand your focus and your priority, it's going to make scheduling your workouts a lot easier. And so having the rest of the week be optional will clear your mind a lot and navigate your focus. Because if you're trying to get it all in, I doubt it's going to happen every single week. You have to have a very, very strict and tough schedule to make that happen, especially when the unexpected happens, an accident, problem in your house, just work and meetings, parties and social events, right? Who wants to put working out over their friends, right? I mean, some people do. I've seen, now that I'm on TikTok, I see a whole bunch of fitness enthusiasts, and they're all about no sugar, no alcohol, no fun, no whatever. And they're all topless and they're all in their young 20s. So I get it, but I don't think that's realistic for most people. And hey, if you're like that, leave them in the comments below so I could actually know who I'm talking to. But my assumption, based on who I work with and who I speak with the most in my Instagram comments and my DMs, are everyday people with 40-hour-a-week jobs and maybe a kid or two, which is my situation right now. So I don't have all the time in the world to work out. So if that's you guys, I would love to hear kind of your situation, how you make your workouts work, and let me know if this helps you too. I'm thinking of different ideas to make more videos and content with. So let me know your thoughts and have a great day.